Hello YouTubers, today I'm going to be showing you Ridge Racer for the PlayStation Vita. There's been a lot of criticism of this game even before it came out because word got out that Namco could only fit 3 tracks and 5 cars into this game, which is very, very small, for a racing game. But I didn't really particularly mind about the low content because I always remember the first Ridge Racer on the PlayStation 1 only having 4 tracks, and those tracks were in fact only alternate routes on one big track, so content may not necessarily destroy a racing game, but unfortunately there is a lot of other problems with the game that I'll go over more as I go to the end of this video. But I just want to show you some footage of the game, give you a little idea of its interface and yada yada yada. So let's get right on to it. So let's see here. We got Ridge Racer right here. We're gonna jump right on in. Now I'm gonna have to give some commentary, just to give you an idea of how the online system and the menus work, because everything's in Japanese. So I'll give you at least a small idea of how I think everything works, even though I still don't understand all the features of this game. But let's go on in, like I said.
Ridge Racer!
Okay, and here we have the main menu. This game puts a lot of emphasis on online play because there are 4 online teams in the game that you can decide to join, and when you're a part of these teams, you can accumulate points, for your team to try to improve their overall ranking. And I can actually show you a video where it actually shows you this ranking right here under Team Vision.
Attention, Sealot Motorsport. Today, our team's objective is as follows. Here are the team's current rankings. The following objective has been selected by our sponsor. Sealot Motorsport will join 2 other teams to race against 1 team. This is our opposing team. Remember this insignia. Now to introduce 3 of our opponent's most powerful racers. Exercise extreme caution. That is all. Now, show me what you can do.
Now, see, I find that pretty cool that that has this online system where you have to work together towards a goal. Unfortunately, every online match I played, and I played about, I think, a good 30 of them, because I played this for about, according to this, almost 7 hours. I played about about 12 matches, right? And I just lost every single one of them because I can't even keep up with anyone, even in the top 3 of the race. I'll be lucky if I can make it to 4th place, if that. And you have this level here, you can, the maximum level is level 16, and as you earn more wins either on or offline, you increase this level. And I believe that helps with making your car faster, or because in previous Ridge Racer games, typically you had cars that were in 4 different categories, which would indicate their speed. Now, that doesn't exist in this one because there's only 5 cars to pick from. So, you know, you have these cars and they all have the same exact speed, or maximum speed. But what really differentiates them is that they, some of them redline either sooner or later than others, and some of them have more gear shifts than others. But beyond that, they all have the same exact speed. And you also accumulate credits that I'm going to show you this in a moment, that you can use to purchase items that affect your nitrous, like the nitro system in the game. It has this nice, I guess you can call it a Final Fantasy X-esque grid system that you can continue to buy more and more items, you know, so that you can use that on your nitrous. And then you can also do like the paint job, mess around with the paint job if you want. I don't care about that. And also, another interesting thing is that in previous Ridge Racer games, you have mild cars, standard cars, and dynamic cars. You know, the farther on the right on this you go, you know, the more wonky and crazy the handling of the car will be, but the more nitrous you'll earn if you can, you know, pull out the power slide. Whereas the more mild it is, of course, it's easier to power slide. Now, in this game, everything is just on this one grid, so you can set any car to be a mild car, a standard car, a dynamic car, like whatever you wish. Which is pretty neat because, you know, you can choose your preference as far as how you like your handling. You know, and you can also, of course, choose like manual, automatic transmission here, and then, you know, then you also choose if you want to see your I'm not sure what you call it, like if you want to see as miles per hour as we Americans do, or as kilometers like everyone else in the world does. So let's go back. There's this world race mode, and I like this theme song in the background, by the way. You have like ghost battles, internet battles, and face-to-face battles, which I'm assuming is where you can invite like your friends to race against you. With the ghost mode, which is pretty cool, is that once you beat like a ghost, you can send your ghost either on the internet, you know, for other people to download, or there's also this feature called Near on the PlayStation Vita. I'm gonna get out of it real quick just to show you. This feature called Near, where if you run across other PlayStation Vita users, they can actually pick up your ghosts, you know, if they're near you locally, which is pretty neat. And, you know, I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, I'm not going to run across anyone for now because no one else probably has a Vita or a Ridge Racer. But, you know, once the American launch happens, hopefully I can exchange some ghosts then. But, and then we also have the standard time attack mode and a spot race mode, which basically is just you racing against 7 other computer racers. And here are all 3 tracks in all their glory: the Highland Cliffs, South Bay Docks, and Harbor Line 765 or 765. And that's it. That's all the tracks of the game. And I'm going to show you one quick race now, and I'm going to shut up for a bit so that you can just sit back and appreciate everything. Another disappointing thing is that this game only has 7 music tracks on it, so everything else in this game, be it tracks or music and cars, are all DLC, which I can't download, of course, because I can't access, you know, the Japanese PlayStation Network store from my American ID, so not like I would buy it anyway, but give me one moment. This is my favorite song in the game, Virtuoso from Sono DG, a longtime composer at Namco. But again, like I said, let me shut up for a moment just so I can show you a quick race. Hopefully I don't lose it.
Sometimes victory comes down to luck, but it takes steady practice to swing that luck in your favor. Keep brushing up on your skills. Now, get ready to race. 3, 2, 1, go! Nice start. Now keep up that fire.
Okay, I just lost miserably. I know, sometimes I can either win a race very easily or I just lose it completely. It just depends on luck. But overall, like I said before, this game is pretty disappointing just because of the lack of content, 3 tracks, 5 cars. But another problem with this game is that the graphics are very, very unimpressive for a Vita title. You may not be able to tell in this video, but there's just this permanent haze in the background, so like you never can see detail of like anything that's in like the far background, and it's just it just doesn't look that impressive, you know, at all. And plus, it only has like 30 frames per second, in opposed to like the 60 frames per second that, you know, most other Ridge Racers are known for. And I swear it, but I can't say because I don't have a good eye for it, but I think I've seen some frame rate dips in the game, so there's like a little slowdown here and there, and there's a lot of cars on the screen at the same time. And word just recently got out through news outlets that Namco, you know, was only developing this game since this spring, you know, up till now for launch. So it's obvious that they really just pushed this game out the door, you know, just, you know, to get it out there, and they didn't even care, you know, really that there's any content, you know, on the card or not, which is disappointing because I always loved the Ridge Racer series, and I always stuck by it since the PlayStation 1 days, and I wanted this game to be better and more significant, but it's not, and I really can't recommend it to anybody. Now, the thing is, though, luckily, word is getting out that there might be a possibility that this may not be a launch title in America, meaning that hopefully Namco will sit down and spend time to put more content on the card before they release it here in the States. But even if they do, I mean, it's still just the same old Ridge Racer. You power slide, you go really fast, and that's it. You know, that's all really is to it. And but I still like it for what it is, you know, because there's no other racing games in the launch lineup, at least the Japanese launch lineup for the Vita. So this fills that void for now until Wipeout comes out, you know, here in the States, and I'll pick that up instead. But I'll probably also make other videos of the 2 other tracks in the game, just for all of you Ridge Racer heads out there. And I hope you know, like the video on the impressions. And before I go, just because I just wanted to do this real quick, just for all of you Ridge Racer fans out there. You know, I want to make a petition for Namco to come out with a new age PlayStation 3 Nedcon controller, and perhaps another Jog-Con controller too. These are 2 controllers that they released for the Ridge Racer games on the PlayStation 1 way back when. And I say, hey, Namco, to make Ridge Racer, you know, valid again, we need you know, some Bluetooth versions of these controllers. Thank you very much. So yeah, that was just my 2 cents on Ridge Racer Vita, and have a good one.